Valley residents and Mexican nationals are on pins and needles. Everyone hoping Mexico's efforts to help regulate the number of people coming into the country is enough. Channel 5's John Paul Barajas tells us otherwise, Mexico will get slapped with a 5% tariff on goods.
The threat of increased tariffs is on pause for now. Everyone we spoke with says they hope it stays that way because they don't know if they'll be able to handle the financial impact if it doesn't.
Stop it. They have to stop it. Otherwise, we just won't be able to do business.
President Trump threatened to raise tariffs on Mexico 5% if Mexico didn't step in and help.
Rent, light, water. I pay rent, light, and water for my wife over here in Mexico. I give her money, and I leave a little money for me. And that money is just to survive. There is never money left over.
Samuel Contreras lives in the U.S., his wife in Mexico. He constantly buys goods in the U.S. to take back to her. He doesn't think he'll be able to get by on his fixed income if the increased tariffs kick in.
It can be a punishment or a standstill, so the Mexican president can understand, so that he can stop all the people that are crossing.
I received an appraisal from the United Nations for the sale of the presidential plane. Minimum $150 million and above.
The Mexican president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, says he plans to sell his presidential plane, among others, with all earnings going to getting extra manpower to help regulate the migrant surge into the U.S. The temporary deal to stop the increased tariffs has a 45-day timeline to ensure extra measures are being taken by the Mexican government. If they can sell the planes, the extra funds would go a long way.
Hopefully he sells it to help with the tariffs in Mexico and the United States. It would be help for President Trump more than anything.
Mexican national Eli Poblano works and shops in the U.S. He, as well as Contreras, says they depend on both governments coming to a mutual agreement. The 45-day timeline on whether if Mexico is doing enough or not will come to an end on July 22nd. In Progreso, John Paul Barajas, Channel 5 News at 6.
And the president of Mexico unveiled more of his plan today. He says the newly formed National Guard will be deployed to Mexico's southern border by Tuesday. Mexico's National Immigration Institute will hire more than 800 new staffers to help process migrants.